Hi, I'm Sonia Howell with Kindred Hospice. Whether you know us here in the Hill Country as VistaCare, Odyssey, Gentiva, or Kindred, for decades now we've been serving you and families like yours, and we're very honored to do it. One thing we did today at Heritage Place is something very special, and I'll let Chad Ketcher of Generation Bridge Media tell you a little more about it.
Thank you, Sonia. There's nothing more valuable that a person could own in their life than their life story. And we heard some amazing stories today, and we captured them on video. I want to share just a sample of them with you today so you can see the fun that we had. Watch this.
They're telling me I'll be 96 in November. I tell them they're wrong. I'm 39 and holding on for dear life.
We lived next door to his grandmother's, but this one day I saw this tall man come toward us, and he passed in front of me and then went right over to his grandmother, and he started talking to her, and that's how it happened.
I had been gone away a little over a month from home for a business, and when I came back home, I walked into the kitchen and there was a young soldier in the kitchen with my mother, and they were cooking, and I questioned that, and well, my mother told me that the servicemen come to her house on Sunday for free dinners, and so his name was Earl, and he was really running in that kitchen good. And Mother would say something to me and I'd answer, and he'd say, "Oh, you did something, all right." I said, "How did you know?" "Well, your mother told me." Well, I found out my mother had told him all about me because she really liked Earl very, very much. Mother said, "Why don't you go out and take a walk?" And so, okay, well, so now I was very shy. So anyway, we went out to take a walk and he held my hand. Well, that was okay. So then after a while, he put her arm around my waist, and boy, I pushed that off. And he said, "Well, what did I do wrong?" And my mother says, "Well, never let a man put his hand where it doesn't belong." And I said, "I don't know you." So that was my first embarrassing moment.
I was in a blue or green chenille robe with white cold cream on my face. And I had my hair in rollers. Grandmother, this was during the war, she had taken a baking powder can and she had cut strips of little metal strips, and we rolled that, put that in cloth, and then you rolled your hair up and wouldn't cut your hair. I had those curlers, you couldn't buy curlers during World War II. I had the curlers on, the white cold cream and the chenille robe. And I think I had maybe my dad's house shoes. I don't know if I had proper house shoes on or not. But I opened the door and there was Bill Kovar. I met my future husband. That's the way I met him.
On the dance floor. My mother went up and got him, and he had gum boots on and got him to dance with her. I'll never forget this. And they were dancing on the dance floor, and he could hardly move because his boots were sticking to the floor.
But my mother and dad owned a skating rink in Corpus Christi, and he was on the at the Naval Air Station, and he was skating. So we started dating, and we used to walk from my parents' house. He'd come to see me, and we were about 2 blocks from a graveyard. And it was a beautiful graveyard, so we would walk through the graveyard. And one night we were walking through the graveyard, and we sat down on a casket. It was a above-ground casket, and he proposed to me. Nobody else ever been proposed to in a graveyard, have they?
We went to a dance up at the American Legion Hall here in Boerne, and because that's where everybody went. And he was pretty. He couldn't dance as good as I could, but I taught him.
Like I told my pastor, you're easy on the eye. The next morning, the rally, we didn't go to the morning service. We went to the lunch, and my sister and I said, "Oh, there's some new guys here." There was 3 guys. Anyway, make a long story short, I had a date with him that night. I was glad I went because I knew when I saw that guy that I was going to marry him.
We had so much fun here today. Weren't those great stories? And that's just a little sample of the great stories that are here at Heritage Place. So I'd like to personally thank Sonia Howell from Kindred Hospice for bringing us in. And if you'd like to know more about Kindred Hospice or Generation Bridge Media and the work that we do, click the link below, and we'll look forward to talking with you.